Welcome back to English 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Advanced. Well, hello and welcome back, advanced students. Welcome back to the advanced portion of the class here, class number 91. And getting started with a little review of what we saw in class number 90. We've been talking about still, yet, already, anymore. In fact, most recently, already. We're going to take a look later on. In this class, we'll look at anymore, or not anymore. Actually, that will be a review. We'll review that. We saw that in the last class. We'll now review already and anymore in the negative, and then what we'll do, in fact, is take a look at all of them with a little bit of translation with still, yet, already, anymore, putting everything together. So already is used in affirmatives. It's not used in negatives. Okay? So I've already had lunch. Now, we can use it in questions. Have you already had lunch? But I can also say, have you had lunch yet? And it's a bit more common to say, have you had lunch yet? Yes, I've already had lunch. So it appears before the main verb. I have already had lunch. I've already eaten my, I had a sandwich. I've already eaten my sandwich. I had a drink, but I've already had it. I've already drunk it. I had a can of soda, pop. It's funny, we say I say pop for refrescos, like Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, these things. Canadians always say pop. And in the United States, there's a very specific divide between people that say pop and people that say soda. In the northeastern United States, they say soda, but as soon as you cross the border into Canada, people say pop. And I say pop, but Alberto Alonso, for example, will say soda. But there are other places in the western or central or western United States, I believe including Chicago, where they say pop, just like we do in Canada. Anyhow, I had a can of pop, but I've already drunk it. Yeah. So I don't have it anymore. So already is not used in the negatives. Do you still have it? No, I don't have it anymore because I've already drunk it. Okay? So we can use it in the interrogative, but it's more common to use the word yet in the interrogative. Okay? So we've practiced this. We've already practiced this, haven't we? We've already practiced this. So now we can consider, no more or not anymore. So anymore on its own is not negative, but it appears in a negative structure. We say not anymore. Does Elvis still perform? No, Elvis doesn't perform anymore. He does not perform anymore. He performs no more. He no longer performs, we can say as well. Is Franco still alive? No, Franco isn't alive anymore. Do the Beatles still tour? No, they don't tour anymore. Do I still live in Canada? No, you don't live in Canada anymore. What class are we in here? We're in class number 91. Are we still in class number 75? No. We're not in class number 75, on class 75 anymore. We're not on that class anymore. Are you still having breakfast? No, I'm not having breakfast anymore. Does Spain still have political power in Mexico? No, Spain doesn't have political power in Mexico anymore. Does Alaska still belong to Russia? No, Alaska doesn't belong to Russia anymore. Is Aznar still the president of Spain? No, he isn't the president anymore. Are we still in the intermediate portion of the class? No, we aren't in the intermediate portion anymore. We're not in the intermediate portion of the class anymore. Okay, I could also say no longer. We are no longer in the intermediate portion of the class. The Beatles no longer tour. I no longer live in Canada. We are no longer in class 75. I am no longer having breakfast. I'm not having breakfast anymore. It's the same. It's a bit more common to use anymore, not anymore. This is the most common structure, and the structure that I would encourage you to use 75%, 80% of the time. But you could say, yes, I am no longer having breakfast. It sounds very formal, though. It's far more common to say, I'm not having breakfast anymore. I am not having breakfast anymore. Yeah. I was talking to our technician, Nacho, before the show, but I'm not talking to him anymore. I'm busy doing this show now. I'm not talking to him anymore. I'm talking to you now. I'm not talking to him anymore. Okay. This is a review. I know that this is not so hard for you, so let's move on to the expression of the day. Expression of the day. All right, yes, our expression of the day. Today, the expression is big bucks. Now, buck, B-U-C-K, a buck is a term for a dollar, an American dollar, or a Canadian dollar as well. We say the same in Canada, bucks. $5 means $5. $5. So the expression is big bucks, means a lot of money. So we usually say, we don't normally say that something costs big bucks. We wouldn't say that. But we say he has big bucks. Or he makes big bucks. If he has a good job and he makes a lot of money, he earns a lot of money. We could say, oh, he earns big bucks in that job. He has a great job. He earns big bucks. A lot of money. He's wealthy because he earns big bucks. Okay? Very good. So, yes, big bucks. That's our expression of the day. Big bucks. You'll hear this all the time, and if you go to the United States, $5, $10. How much does it cost? $10. It's only $10, right? Very common structure. But here the expression, big bucks. All right, moving on now to class number 91 and reviewing with still, yet, already, anymore. Let's practice with a little bit of translation. Not our official list. We'll get to the official list in a minute. So we're going to have a lot of translation for the next 10 minutes. No le he visto todavía. How would you say this? No le he visto todavía. I haven't seen him yet. Number 2, ya le he visto. I've already seen him. Sigo intentando verle. En voz alta, I'm still trying to see him. I'm still trying to see him. ¿Sigues viviendo en Nueva York? Do you still live in New York? Do you still live in New York? ¿Te has mudado ya? Have you moved yet? Okay, the question, so yet in the question. Have you moved yet? Now, grammatically, we could say, have you already moved? That can work. But it's more common to use yet in the interrogative here. Todavía vivo en Nueva York. I still live in New York. No me he mudado todavía. I haven't moved yet. Ya me he mudado. I've already moved. Ya no vivo en Nueva York. I don't live in New York anymore. ¿Ha ingresado ya en la compañía? ha ingresado. Let's say con usted. Have you joined the company yet? Have you joined? Ingresar. Have you joined the company yet? Ya he ingresado en la compañía. I've already joined the company. No he ingresado en la compañía todavía. I haven't joined the company yet. Sigo en mi compañía anterior. I'm still in my old company. I'm still in my old company. Ya no trabaja en esa compañía. I don't work in that company anymore. ¿Te lo han dicho ya? Have they told you yet? Ya me lo han dicho. They've already told me. They've already told me. Okay, very good. Plenty of examples there with still, yet, already, anymore. How did you do? How did you do? Let's see. I did 16 sentences. There, 16 sentences. How did you do? Did you get most of them right? That was a complete review with still, yet, already, anymore. Hopefully you did well. But anyhow, it's time to move on to our vocabulary of the day. Vocabulary of the day. All right, it's time for our vocabulary of the day. Our first word, privilegio. Privilege. Privilege. Malentender. Malentender. To misunderstand. Novedad. Novelty. Novelty. Novato. Novice. Novice. And ahogarse. To drown. To drown. Ooh, terrible. To drown. Okay, yes, it is time to move on now to our translation list. Translation. All right, it is time for our translation list. Translation list number 24. Now, number 1. Creo que la frase debería ser al revés. I think the sentence should be the other way around. Al revés. The other way around. I think the sentence should be the other way around. Number 2. Mis padres son los únicos que lo saben. My parents are the only ones who know. Or, my parents are the only ones who know about it. Que lo saben. My parents are the only ones who know about it. Number 3. Si eso me pasara a mí, no sé lo que haría. If that happened to me, I don't know what I'd do. If that happened to me, I don't know what I'd do. Number 4. Mi única esperanza es que se den cuenta de su error. My only hope is that they realize their mistake. My only hope is that they realize their mistake. Number 5. Tengo derecho a un abogado. I'm entitled to a lawyer. I'm entitled to a lawyer. I have the right. Tengo derecho. You could say I have the right to a lawyer, or I'm entitled to a lawyer. Number 6. Conozco mis derechos, así como mis obligaciones. I know my rights as well as my obligations. I know my rights as well as my obligations. Number 7. Lo único que sé es que no sé nada. The only thing I know is that I know nothing. The only thing I know is that I know nothing. You could also say, the only thing I know is that I don't know anything. Number 8. No puedo dejar de pensar en ella. I can't stop thinking about her. I can't stop thinking about her. Number 9. La tengo presente día y noche. La tengo presente. She's on my mind. She's on my mind. Night and day. Or day and night, I should say. She's on my mind day and night. Night and day. Either way. Number 10. No pueden aguantar el ritmo. They can't stand the pace. No pueden aguantar el ritmo. They can't stand the pace. Se están quedando atrás. Number 11. Se están quedando atrás. They're falling behind. They're falling behind. Number 12. Tardaré una hora en alcanzarles. Tardaré. It will take them, or it will take me, first person, excuse me, it will take me an hour to catch up with them. It will take me an hour to catch up with them. With them. It will take me an hour to catch up with them. Very good. We are completely out of time. I have to finish the show right now. But I want to thank you so much for listening. I'll be back tomorrow. And tomorrow we will review this whole list. And we'll take a look at all today's material, all the new material from today. We'll review it. And we'll see all the new material tomorrow. It's going to be a good class. You won't want to miss it. Same time, same place. See you then. Bye-bye.